put a smile on our faces. I literally drove through every single puddle I could find on my way to work this morning. But let's get you prepped for those temperatures quickly. Polokwane 11 minimum with a maximum 28 degrees. Mbombela nice and hot today, starting off on 15, reaching a high of 31 degrees. Pretoria 12.26. Johannesburg 10 minimum with a mild maximum of 24 degrees. Mahikeng 11.28. Klerksdorp 9 minimum, reaching a high of 29 degrees. Kimberley 5, nice and chilly, but reaching a mild maximum of 25. Bloemfontein 4 degrees, also nice and chilly, warming up to 25. Richards Bay 22 and very hot later on today, 34 degrees. Pietermaritzburg also nice and warm for your Thursday, 16 minimum this morning, reaching a high of 33. Durban 21.31. Mthatha 9 minimum this morning, reaching a high of 30. East London 14.25. Cradock 5.25. Port Elizabeth starting off on 13 minimum, reaching a high of 24. George 11.23. Sutherland cold today, 0 minimum this morning, staying cold with a maximum of only 11 degrees. Cape Town 12.18. Worcester 7.16. Springbok starting off on 6 minimum this morning, staying cool with a maximum of 16 and some rain expected as well. And Uppington starting off on 9 degrees minimum and your maximum 23 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 6:30 bulletin. As always, we'll keep you updated. I'm back with another weather update just after 7.
Thank you, Ewan. Well, let's take a first look at your roads, and we start off in the Western Cape in Bellville. Now, traffic's heavily congested on the N1 inbound from the R300 highway and the Kuburg interchange. And there's also been some reports of heavy flooding in Edgemead. It has been advised to avoid driving through those big puddles. Switch on those headlights. Make sure you maintain a safe following distance, and I'll have another update for you in half an hour.
Pharmadynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.
Well, it's time for us to take a look at what's happening on social media. It is hashtag Thankful Thursday today, and we want to know from you what has happened this week that you feel really good about. Let's see what you have to say. Sheree says, it was my birthday on Saturday and Sunday. I went for the Presenter Search auditions, so there was a lot of excitement. Oh, wonderful, and happy belated birthday. Romano says, good morning, family. I booked my holiday trip to Bali, Indonesia, and I'm so excited. Yes, live that life. McNeil says, I got to see my sister. It's been a while since I saw her. And then Donna says, it was a great week from all angels. Your attitude determines your altitude. Wonderful. And then Vincent ends it off by saying, good morning, Expresso fam. Have a wonderful and blessed Thursday. Enjoy your day and God bless you all. Thank you so much. Keep those comments coming. It is Thankful Thursday. Let us know what you're thankful for.
Well, the CHOC Telethon is live here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Thursday morning, and we're encouraging all of your calls on 021-430-9700 for you to pledge and help us raise funds for the next CHOC House. That's going to be such a wonderful aid for those families and children suffering out there with cancer. And we've got some stars out here, as you can see, some of them with different coloured hair. We'll talk about that a bit later on, Majosi. But Gavin, good to have you here.
Good to be back. Thank you so much.
Why did you decide to say yes to this, to be a part of this live
Anything to help out. Honestly, this is a great foundation. And it's raising money for a problem that these families go through, and financially it's quite a burden and everything. So this is amazing. So I jumped at it, jumped at the chance.
And Kia, always good to see you as well. You know a lot about family because you have your own little
Yes,
family.
I do.
So how important is this to you?
It's very important because my aunt actually passed away a couple of years ago with spinal cancer. So it was quite traumatic for my family. And now having my own children, I mean, they're toddlers, they're 5 and they're 3 years old. So you kind of look at them and you think to yourself, we are so blessed, to be able to function each and every single day. And there are people out there who need so much help. And when I saw what this amazing foundation is doing, I thought to myself, gosh, I need to be a part of this. I need to be a part of this. I need to make that positive change, you know?
And that's exactly why we want you to be a part of it as well. So give us a call on 021-430-9700 and pledge to the CHOC Foundation. We'll be live all morning long. So pick up those phones right now.
Thursday morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I hope you have filled those coffee cups and you're ready to call us as we have a telethon going. Our lines are open, so give us a call to pledge for our CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation as we raise funds for a new Nutri Kids home. That number is 021 430 9700. But first, let's get into some local entertainment news.
Absolutely, and I think it's safe to say that singer Busiswa is living her best life and so overjoyed when she landed on the cover of the latest issue of Bona magazine. Now, why this magazine so cool is it releases 4 different covers in 4 different languages and has Busiswa rocking a plain white shirt and a gorgeous blue and white headpiece on 2 of the covers, while on the other 2, she's wearing a bold printed dress. So I absolutely love that. She looks gorgeous. Now, the muso shared a video of herself picking up a copy of the magazine on social media and she could hardly contain her joy. She says, wow, it's a nice feeling, hey? She captioned the clip, so congratulations. She's doing good.
And the cool thing is, it's for the whole month of May, so we'll be seeing her on the show.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Love it, love it. Well, Ayanda Nkwane announced that she will release a book about the life of her husband, the gospel singer Sfiso Nkwane. Now, Sfiso died in December 2016 at the age of only 37 years old due to kidney failure. The Talk It Tissues host made the announcement on what would have been the singer's birthday. And of course, sharing a photo of the book cover on Instagram, she wrote, "I cannot afford to send you any gift on this day, but for the past 15 months, I have decided to write a book about your life, our lives, and most untold truths about us. I know it was your wish for all times to tell your story and our story our way," she adds. And according to social media, the book is titled For the Love of Sfiso Nkwane and will be available in stores on the 31st of May.
That's a beautiful tribute.
It is.
It's really a beautiful tribute.
It's all those untold stories that I all know we wish we knew, but we don't. So there you have it.
And those stories will be able to live on forever.
Absolutely.
Well, that was our local entertainment news. Of course, we'll have some international entertainment news a little later, so don't miss a beat.
Thank you very much, ladies. Now, let's quickly reflect on what's happening today. Now, in developed countries, childhood cancer has become largely curable with an overall survival rate reaching between 70 and 80%. But in South Africa, that rate is only 50%. Now, CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation aims to improve this rate through early detection awareness training, which affords early diagnosis. And with me this morning, Chairperson of CHOC Western Cape Regional Committee, Ian Reid, as well as Regional Manager of CHOC Western Cape and Namaqua Region, Lynette Muthri. Thank you so much for joining us. And good morning to you.
Morning. Thank you very much.
We are really so excited and privileged that you've once again chosen to partner with us in this very important telethon, and we look forward to having South Africans also just give us those calls and pledge. But let's quickly start off by reflecting on the statistics and what it is that we are dealing with right now in terms of childhood cancer in South Africa. How bad is it?
Well, the statistic is that 1 in every 500 children in South Africa has cancer. But as you said earlier, the survival rate is only 50%. And the reason for that is because it's picked up too late.
Yeah.
So one of the objectives that we have is to be able to get that early detection. And Lynette will tell you just now about how that early detection program works.
Yeah. So take us through that, Lynette. And what are those telltale signs, the early warning signs of childhood cancer?
Yes, CHOC utilizes the St. Silouan early warning signs, which was developed by the South African Children's Cancer Study Group. And the word Silouan, there's a letter that refers to, each of those letters refers to an early warning sign. So one of the early warning signs, if I refer to the letter S, for instance, it refers to that parents need to seek help early if these symptoms appears and presents itself over a long period of time. The letter I refers to a bulging eye bulb, a new squint, or a white spot in the eye, which was not evident before. And the letter, if I may say, the letter L refers to lumps. So if parents picks up lumps in children and it persists over a long period of time, parents need to please have it checked out. The letter U refers to unexplained and unexplained fever, vomiting, loss of appetite, fatigue, when there's a lot of fatigue involved, and also anything where the child suffers with headaches, also for a long period of time. N refers to neurological, so also headaches when the child loses his or her balance, and when the child struggles with headaches as well for a long period of time, or the milestones regresses. That's very important to have it checked out.
All right. Now, when we speak about CHOC and the services that you provide, what can you tell people about that? The services and the programs that you provide?
There's quite a few quite a few services, both regional and national. And the first is really a sort of psychosocial support system for parents and for children. There's also, we have the homing and the accommodation.
Yes.
And then we also have transport. So we have transport to and from the cancer environment that they're being treated at.
Yeah.
And then on a national level, we have a sort of national awareness program and national support within that environment as well.
Yeah. Now, of course, the whole purpose of today is to raise funds for the new Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. How important are these homes to the families that are affected?
Yes, as you know, many parents travel far distances in order to have their children be close to an academic hospital where they are treated by a pediatric oncologist. And we, in our CHOC homes, we provide accommodation to parents who reside 50 kilometers and more away from the treatment centers. And these homes are a home away from home for the parents, as you can see on the screen. It provides a sense of relief when there's a lot of worry resting upon the family concerning accommodation, how they would access the treatment centers, and it helps them to really focus on the child, the well-being of the child, and having a positive outcome. And they're also surrounded by other parents that provides a sense of support for them while they are on this journey.
Yeah. So other than calling today and pledging funds to help obviously get closer to the goal of achieving this home, what else can people do to get involved with the work that you do?
Yes, people can contact the nearest CHOC office. Once they visit our website, they can see the various CHOC offices where they will be able to get information about how to volunteer in our CHOC programs. People can also sign up to become a My Village, My School card holder and actually support us while they're doing their weekly shopping. Members of the public can also sign up to become debit order donors because we do not receive any funding from government. Schools and corporates can also support us during International Childhood Cancer Day, which happens on the 15th of Feb, as well as during International Childhood Cancer Awareness Month in the month of September.
Yeah, so clearly many ways that all of us can get involved as the public, and of course primarily today it's about you picking up that phone and giving us a call on 021-430-9700 to pledge your funds for today's telethon that we of course are encouraging you. We want to achieve that goal of getting the Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria for these families. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to your calls. Come on, get on the line.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity. Sure.
Oh man, it's going to be a very, very special Thursday indeed. And something else, of course, that is special is new movies releasing. It's almost the weekend, a long weekend awaits us. JP Sebastian in the house to run us through. Dude, lucky to have you, man.
That was the longest intro for just saying Avengers Infinity War is coming out.
Listen, that's the movie that everyone is waiting
Look
for,
how his
man.
face changed.
It's like everyone, but we're going to get to that a little bit later on, right? Let's get to some of the other movies as well.
Poor them, shame. No, I mean,
skim over them. No, don't.
And some of them, you know, they're lovely, but do they stand a chance this weekend?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll keep thumbs for Wonderlust, which I think is Wanderlust in English.
Wonderlust.
A South African movie, which is about. You know when you go to a wedding, the last time you went to a wedding, which is where this is all set, you have all these old politics coming to the surface of who dated who, like
get all those people together.
Skinnering, are they making the right decision and whatever. So this movie entirely is set during the wedding of a young couple. The lady in the couple is considered by, I think, most of her friends as immature, probably not ready for this commitment, but somehow she's pulled a magic trick, and she's gone this route of a very traditional kind of wedding, a traditional marriage in a very conventional sort of society. Her husband, on the other hand, also thinks he's got it down. He's ready to commit and whatever, but he's also got a Wanderlust. He's got, you know, like a. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, Wanderlust.
Thank you.
Wanderlust.
So all that stuff that comes to the surface. I think when all of us, you know, go to weddings, there's one person. I don't believe in love. It's a delusion, and there's another person questioning the style. And I think these are valid questions, and it's cool that a movie's unpacking it. But it looks very stylish as well.
Look, this movie we spoke about a little bit earlier on in the week, Madame. Yeah, you gave it 5 popcorns.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I mean, it's cool that it also, in a way, is an unpacking of our cultural inheritances. Like we were just talking about Wanderlust. There's a style that we do things in and whatever, and people start to unpiece that and say, "Are we being honest about?" Well, anyway, let me just cut to the chase of this one. This is a story where a wealthy couple are about to have a sophisticated dinner, and they've got international politicians, artists, etc., blah, 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 sitting at the table. The son comes along. He's a bit mischievous. He's a 13th guest. So that's an unlucky number. The madame of the household is like, no, let's get my head maid to sit in as the 14th guest, so that it's, you know, a round number like that. She ends up falling, well, the dude she's placed next to, who doesn't know that she's a maid, doesn't know that she's from the upper class, she's not from the upper classes, falls in love with her, and then so the chaos ensues of
unfolds.
Yeah, and so a bit of a Cinderella story in a way, but yeah, it's not necessarily like quite particular in its style. It's nothing special.
You know, I think it's still going to be a great watch. But I got to ask you this, man. How's your back this morning, dude? How's your back?
This feels like a trick question.
No.
Are you going to suplex me?
No, I just want to know because I mean that huge bag of popcorns that you had to lug up the stairs this morning, man, for Avengers Infinity War that we are talking about.
There's so much I've got to be tight-lipped on this. I can't even tell you popcorns.
I can't wait to hear your opinion. Avengers Infinity War. People are talking about this. I've been cornered in an aisle in the shops the other day about like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a record breaker, and I'm sure it is. But we're going to be unpacking that in just a little bit with the JP.
All of your predictions wrong.
Well, our CHOC Telethon is live, large, and in charge, man. So give us a call on 0214309700 to pledge your funds so that we can achieve that goal of the Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. We've got a whole lot of famous faces around us that are going to be answering those calls. One of them, Mr. Majosi, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Very good. Very good.
Very, very good, clearly. I've got to ask about the hair, man. When did that happen? Clearly, it's commitment to the cause. I mean, you're fully matched out. When did you do this?
I got a message last week, and I knew I was going to be here, so then I'm joking now. I wish I did. I wish I did. I didn't. My hairdresser was like, blue? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And that's how it happened, pretty much.
And what are the fans saying about it out there?
I don't know. Some people say I look like a big pen. Some people like it. You know what I mean? You just got to go with the flow. I don't care. I'm so chilled.
I love it, man. But this is not your first time being involved in our CHOC Telethon. Why have you said yes once again?
Last year it was just amazing being a part of it, you know, and it's nice to see people caring and giving back, and just to be a part of something and helping out in the community, and I'm so glad Expresso does this, and anything Expresso does I like to get involved with, especially in charities, so that's why I thought I'd do it again.
Man, we appreciate that so very, very much.
Thanks.
And later on we'll also be chatting to Mr. Mpande Buthelezi, rocking out in the blue suit. Got to talk about that swag. I know there's lots of TIOT8 fans that want to talk to you. So give us a call on 0214309700 and pledge your funds in today's live CHOC Telethon. We'll see you after the break. Nice one. So the first one is
Weekend Special.
Weekend Special. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. This Thursday, of course, we have our live CHOC Telethon, joined by many, many celebrities, one of whom is right here, a man who's a very familiar face to many South Africans, not just on television, but also on many stages that he's performed on as part of the Group 4. You might recognize him right now. He's out there on his own, doing his thing. Stephen Lee, about to entertain us, performing a medley of his favorite South African hits. Take it away, sir.
I'm no weekend special. I'm no weekend. I'm no weekend special. I'm no weekend. I'm no weekend special. Het jy uitgevind wat daar buite is? Het jy raak gesien dat jy niks mis? Ons is wat ons is, van ons is nog by mekaar. Jy's die mooiste ding. Siyatandan uyalu bastandan esilale mantunge divanjwangue uyalu bastandan esilale mantunge nguelo uyalu bastandan esilale mantunge dize gue uyalu bastandan esilale mantunge Bazaliba Dibizeleni non vulawa Tetani na ye Itani imbilinda wena Bazaliba Dibizeleni sitandwa sa Yetani kuso Itani milinda wena Sitandwa sam Zalaishi mote masimini zalaisha Oko dile dile Zalaishi mote masimini zalaisha Sitandwa sam Zalaishi mote masimini zalaisha Oka fela non vulawam Zalaishi mote masimini zalaisha
Give it up! Come on, dude! What a way to start off the morning, man. Yo, talk about Throwback Thursday to some of those beautiful songs, man.
Cool.
You know that 9 months from now, there's going to be a population boom as a result of that performance of Nomvula.
Yeah, I hope so, you know. That is my aim. That's why I chose those songs.
It's beautiful, man, and great to have you taking on your personal journey as a solo artist. How's it been so far, man?
It's been amazing.
Yeah?
It's been amazing. You know, you think it's going to be a bit scary, but then you remember I was actually solo like way before.
Yes.
So everything just came easy, like my sound, my performance style. So yeah, it's been an adventure, but I'm loving it.
Excellent, man, and we're proud to be a part of that journey with you. Let us know what you thought about that performance on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, and we'll have more from Stephen Lee a little bit later on.
In the national news this morning, the South African Federation of Trade Unions, SAFTU, says the proposed national minimum wage bill indicates a ferocious declaration of war on the working class, which will entrench poverty. Members of SAFTU and affiliated unions yesterday marched in a number of cities across the country, including Johannesburg, Cape Town and Durban, to protest against the proposed minimum wage of 20 Rand an hour. In Johannesburg, organizers said that they were overwhelmed by the turnout, given that SAFTU only applied for a permit for 7,500 marches to take part, but many were turned up. Now, Deputy President David Mabuza says a positive change in investor sentiments in the South African economy will support President Cyril Ramaphosa's call to meet a goal of $100 billion in direct foreign investment over the next 5 years. Mabuza was answering verbal questions in the National Assembly. Last week, Ramaphosa unveiled an investment power team to woo investors worldwide. Mabuza has called on investors to seek opportunities in the country, saying they will assist in dealing with unemployment, poverty, and inequality. Now, moving further abroad, Iran's President Hassan Rouhani rejected any hopes of rewriting a nuclear deal with world powers yesterday after the leaders of the United States and France suggested a new pact covering Tehran's missile program and regional interventions. He was responding to statements in Washington by French President Emmanuel Macron and his US counterpart, Donald Trump, in which they proposed a new deal with tougher restrictions on Iran. Rouhani ridiculed Trump by saying he has no expertise in politics, law, or international accords, and posed the question, how can he judge global issues? And then finally, Britain and the United States have warned their citizens in Tanzania to exercise caution ahead of possible anti-government protests today. They warned of possible protests across Tanzania, adding that police may use tear gas and live ammunition. They urge their citizens to avoid crowds and monitor local media. Police have promised a robust response to any demonstrations against President John Magufuli. A protest in February led to the death of a student hit by a stray bullet. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Time for us to take a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Kat.
And in the sporting headlines this morning, Orlando Pirates cut the gap at the top of the PSL table to just 4 points last night after a 4-0 win over Bidvest Wits. With 2 games left to play this season, second-place Pirates now sit at 52 points, while Mamelodi Sundowns are top with 56 points after their 2-2 draw with Maritzburg United last night. In other results, SuperSport beat Free State Stars 3-2, while Platinum Stars were relegated after a 2-1 loss to Amazulu. Now, Real Madrid came out on top in their Champions League semi-final first leg clash with Bayern Munich last night, thanks to a 2-1 win in Germany. While Joshua Kimmich put Bayern ahead, Madrid came back with 2 vital away goals as Marcelo and Marco Asensio found the back of the net. Bayern and Madrid face off again next week Tuesday with their semi-final second leg set to take place in Spain. And finally, the IAAF will release a new rule today which will force Caster Semenya to lower her natural testosterone levels or to stop running the 800 and 1,500 meters. In an attempt to remove any advantage athletes might have, the proposed new rule will see female athletes with differences of sexual development be banned from running distances from 400 meters to the mile. A similar rule was introduced back in 2011 but was ordered to stop by the Court of Arbitration for Sport in 2015. And that's a roundup of the sporting headlines.
Well, let's take another look at your roads. We start off in Gauteng and Beklu. Now, there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N3 southbound. It's at the Beklu interchange and it's blocking the left shoulder lane, so please proceed with caution. That's where we leave your traffic. I'll have more for you just after 8.
Look around. Life is beautiful. The Hyundai Tucson.
Thank you so much, Zoe. It's just after 7 o'clock. Let's quickly get another update in terms of your weather and your temperatures. And it looks like most parts of the country can expect rather warm temperatures. However, for Sutherland, Cape Town, Worcester and Springbok, temperatures are very chilly, as well as a couple of rain showers expected for your Thursday. Your temperatures quickly, Polokwane starting off on 11 minimum with a maximum of 28 degrees. Mbombela hot 115 minimum with a maximum 31. Pretoria 12.26. Johannesburg 10.24. Mahikeng 11 minimum with a maximum 28 degrees. Klerksdorp 9.29. Kimberley 5 minimum reaching a high of 25. Bloemfontein 4 minimum this morning, also reaching a maximum of 25 degrees. A hot day expected for Richards Bay, 22 minimum this morning, reaching a high of 34. Pietermaritzburg 16.33. Durban 21 with a high of 31 degrees. Mthatha starting off on a 9 minimum with a maximum 30. East London 14.25. Cradock 5 minimum with a maximum 25. Port Elizabeth 13.24. George 11.23. Sutherland very cold today, starting off on 0 degrees this morning and a cold maximum of 11 degrees. Cape Town 12.18. Worcester 7 minimum with a maximum 16. Springbok on 6 minimum and your maximum 16, and Uppington 9 minimum and a maximum of 23 degrees. That's a wrap of your temperatures and your weather for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll bring you a final update just after 8.
Well, taking a look at what's happening on social media, hashtag Thursday Thoughts. It's all about motivation, inspiration. Let's see this one that says, we are what our thoughts have made us, so take care about what you think. Words are secondary, thoughts live, they travel far. That's very, very inspirational. Let's move down to another one. When it's all finished, you will discover it was never random. Some powerful stuff there. Giving me the Thursday feels. How about this one? Good morning, Tweeples. Best friend is like a 4-leaf clover. They are hard to find and they are lucky to have. Love that one. And then let's end off with this one from Helen Keller, who says, never bend your head, always hold it high. Look the world straight in the face. Wonderful stuff. If you need some motivation and inspiration, go and check out hashtag Thursday Thoughts.
All right, listen, if you haven't heard yet, our CHOC Telethon is live. And so give us a call on 0214309700. As you can see, lots of excitement. We've got our CHOC ambassadors all around, famous faces all around, as I said as well. And one Mr. Mbande Buthelezi rocking. Can you just maybe come and stand here, Mbande? I want everyone to see your ensemble, because you don't just wake up in the morning, get dressed so fine, and then not show the nation, cover the swag. Just please tell us about your ensemble, sir. Tell us about your ensemble, sir.
Well, I got sponsored by a suit company which is called the Suit Lounge. So
look at you, man, just rocking it out, man.
Pieces,
all right. Even with the suede shoes and everything, man.
Nah, the shoes and the shirt, that's me.
That's it. just to make sure everyone understands and knows that's all him, dude. All right, man. Listen, we're so proud to have you part of the telethon this morning. Why did you decide to say yes and to agree to this?
Well, basically, we do it for the kids, you know, like sponsorships and charity works. I'm all about that. So to be here at Expresso, just expressing my love to everybody out there, that's more than enough.
Yeah, and of course, you come from a big family yourself, so you understand the impact of a shared burden of family, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
Having so many siblings, man, it just makes you realize how much family is important. And, you know, out there, we don't care about race, let me say that. It's about everybody being the same. And in God's eyes, you're my brother. No matter your funds, no matter your level in life, everybody's just the same. So I look out for everybody.
Yeah, man, we love having you here. Thank you very much. We've just got an update right now. Boom, we're standing at 2,050. Round of applause. Thank you very much to all of those that have called so far. So pick up that phone and give us a call on 0214309700. Our CHOC Telethon is live. We'll see you after the break. Nice one, guys.
Get a taste of the smooth island life and win big with Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and you could win daily airtime prizes, Daniel Klein watches, American Tourista luggage for your next adventure, vouchers from loot.co.za to shop the hot daily deals online, and the grand prize of a Kia Picanto. For competition T's and C's, visit tropica.co.za. And don't forget to watch Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
Aha, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is the CHOC Telethon happening. So, of course, our lines are open. That number is 021-430-9700. Please call us and make your pledge. But it's now time for some fitness. We have Patrick from Niger Aerobics Fitness and PK. Yes. Okay, so this is all about using fitness, but incorporating dance as a tool to have a lot of fun. Yes. Are you okay there? Are you joining us this morning?
I'm joining. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Right,
okay, cool.
So now, hi everyone. I'm just going to give you a quick warm-up. Then I'm going to hand over to the boss man, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We're ready.
So warm-up today, we're just going to go on a warrior kind of dance. You go this way. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, bring it down. Hands up, tap your toes, bring it out, and alternate. Go, shake it out. Come on. Come on. And use the breath all the time. And hold it. Up, 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 and bring it down. Up, up, 4, 3, 2, and over to you.
There we go.
Guys, try to use your waist and give me a big smile. And 2, down the chest. Get down, guys. Here we are. Come on. Hey!
Nasema kwanza zima kisha nirudisha ngoma kuna mtu mzima kwanza sirudi kibongo sasa twende kibega mkono kama unarega hata kidogo shega jikune kama teja tuambie kwetu siku popo mchana twa ukimua usicheze peko jivalishe ndala hasa gongo ndomoro nipe kidogo mororo twende mute sakoro tomorrow.
Just tuned in. That was a taste of what Niger Aerobics is all about. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. If people want to find out more details about Niger Aerobics, where can they do that?
Go on WhatsApp. Oh, sorry. Instagram, Facebook, you always find Niger Aerobics and Peter.
There we go. Well, listen, you got everyone dancing in studio. Hopefully you got everyone dancing at home as well. Head on over to our social media and let us know what you thought of this Niger Aerobics. Thank you so much.
Man, what a workout. I am here for this workout. It's absolutely amazing. Now, we all know that getting your kids to eat healthy can be challenging at times. I'm going to let you catch your breath. We have the perfect recipe that not only you will love, but your kids will love it too. Now, this recipe can easily be turned into a popsicle, or it can be kept in the freezer to be enjoyed as a sweet treat later. Straight on, what you got?
That was good.
You loved that,
That was good. That was
Niger
good.
Aerobics.
Get a bit of movement on a Thursday morning, man. This is great. Yes, so a great smoothie, not only for us grown-ups, but for kids as well, like you mentioned. It can be made into popsicles as well. So let's put it together, all right? Let's put it together. We got some strawberries. It's going to go in there, or of course packed with vitamin C, which is amazing.
Love, love, love.
All right, we've got some coconut milk. It's going to go in there as well.
That's going to give that creamy element to it.
I'm going to add a dash of water.
Okay, cool.
Just a dash of water, as you can see. Then we have some lemon juice.
Ooh, nice. Give a bit of a zestiness
Vanilla
there.
extract.
Love.
It's going to be amazing. And some honey as well.
Gorgeous. Is that going to come out?
For a bit of sweetness. Yeah, that should be fine. Just like that. And then, of course, we want to get the health aspect in there as well. Besides now, of course, your strawberries and the other ingredients that's in there. So we got our BioStrat, all right?
Okay.
So I'm just going to add a good tablespoon of that. Of course, this is 100% bioavailable. It's 100% natural as well. And it's a great way to get all the nutrients in your bodies.
And in your kids' body without them even realizing they're getting it.
It actually supplies you with 60 of over 60 of the 100 nutrients that you need, that your body needs as well. And it's a great way for the whole family just to start your day. Promotes energy as well, mental focus, and also great for sports recovery, which is phenomenal as well.
Well, if you would love this delicious strawberry smoothie this morning, all you have to do is SMS the keyword drink to 33728. We'll gladly send you the recipe link and the ingredients, and you could be making this yourself. Yes, do not forget the yogurt.
Almost forgot
because
Clover
it is
classic
a strawberry
yogurt.
And yogurt smoothie.
Look, and now it's all about blending it up. Giving it a good blast.
Darling.
Check this out now. Check this out. Look at the color. Keep your eye on that.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to give it a bit of a shake.
Okay.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready? Bam! Just like that. Look at that. Let's give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You made sure that was like.
Look, man, you got to have it smooth. And then it's easy. You serve it. It's beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, like you said, BioStrath is 100% natural, 100% vegetarian, 100% bioavailable, and it supplies us with over 60 of the 100 nutrients our bodies needs. And of course, it's the natural choice in nutritional supplementation for the whole family.
Sorry, go. And then just 2 nice straws. Bam.
Nice.
That goes in there.
And you have popsicles.
You can throw them in your popsicle maker as well, so it's great to have throughout the course of the day as well with the children. So
let's get Zoe in here. Are we going to get Zoe in here? No, she's not here. Let's drink it ourselves. There you go. Drink to 33728. We'll send you the ingredients list and, of course, the recipe, and you could be making this yourself.
That is good. That is good.
Only BioStrath gives your body more than 60 of the essential nutrients it needs every day. BioStrath. Get what you need naturally.
Well, right now on the couch, we're joined by some of the wonderful people manning the phones and drumming up support and donations for our live CHOC Telethon to help raise funds to secure the next Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. And we'll be speaking to them throughout the day to find out exactly why this is so important, why you need to get involved. We've got Khalib and Zakir joining us here. Thanks, gents. It's such a pleasure to see you again, having you in studio for this very important initiative that we're supporting. So, Khalib, I'll speak to you first. The fact that you were diagnosed at the early age of 11 years old with cancer. So when it comes to childhood cancer, this hits home for you because it's very, very real to you. Tell us about the tips that you might have for families out there that maybe are on the brink of discovering this, have discovered this, that one of their children at home is affected by cancer. How do you, as a person and as a family, deal with this?
Okay, first of all, from parents and other family members, you need to have support.
Yeah.
Without support, there's no positivity.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be a success for the patient that's diagnosed. So in order for those things to happen, it's a must for support. And mainly, as I said at the first interview, you have to eat. You can't stop eating. Because that is what builds up the health.
Yeah, yeah. And Zakir, that's very important. I mean, the importance of a healthy lifestyle. You've been in remission now for, is it 4 years? Am I getting it?
4.5, almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years, and that's incredible, man. We're so proud of you and so happy that the recovery has gone so well. Tell us about the importance of maintaining good health.
Maintaining good health is if you have a positive mind, being active, eating healthy, and just doing what you should do as always, even though you're sick. Like I was sick when I was an active person when I found out that I had cancer.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I neglected that I would get better after that. But then I just got the motivation from my parents and the doctors and whoever that was there for me. They actually motivated me to do what I always done. To help you build your immune system to be stronger and healthier.
Yeah, and that immune system, I guess, is kind of all-encompassing because it not only just involves your physical health, but your mental health as well. So how important is the work that CHOC does, especially in having things like a CHOC home for families? How important is that? Because you guys have had experience.
Okay, you see CHOC home, a reason why they are there because of families that live far.
Yeah.
You see, So it's quite a distance. Maybe from PE or so. So it would around about take you 10 days.
Wow.
So within that 10 days that you're gonna get home, you're gonna have to be packed.
Absolutely.
So which means you're not gonna have enough time to be at home.
Yeah, it just makes the burden a lot easier to handle, isn't it?
You see, so I would say that is more pressure on the patient because he's seeing less family.
Yeah.
Spends less time with him.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here and chatting to us. And we're looking forward to your smooth voices on the phones when you answer. I hope you answer nicely. I've just heard right now that the latest amount that we have raised is 3,400 Rand. So thank you very much to everyone who's called so far. Please continue supporting our efforts by giving us a call on 021 430 9700 and pledge your donation to our live CHOC Telethon today.
There we go. Of course, we are here doing amazing things, raising funds for the CHOC Childhood Cancer and Clover NutriKids CHOC Home in Pretoria. Look at that. So far, we have raised 3,400 Rand.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. And we're joined by all of our celebrities, one of them being the gorgeous Janice. My love, how are you?
Good morning. I'm very good. Thank you. So happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Why was it so important for you to get involved in this amazing initiative?
I actually have family members that have been diagnosed with cancer. So I think this morning was just something that I had to do, and I'm so happy to be here this morning. So thanks for having me.
We're so happy that you're here. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you.
Let me chat to Amy here. Amy's been manning the phones. The phones have been going absolutely crazy. Thank you very, very much for each and every one of your calls. Amy, this is fantastic. Thank you very much to be here this morning. What inspired you to take part in this live telethon this morning?
Well, I think that quite a large amount of people have been affected by cancer in our country, whether directly or indirectly. So I think it's so important for us to all try and give back and get people involved and donate, as not a lot of families have the money to fund this or to pay for it or belong to medical aid. So the more we can help people, the more people will survive, and that's really what we want.
Absolutely, and we're also dealing with kids, which is very, very special, and that brand new Clover NutriKids home is going to make such a difference in the lives of those families.
Exactly.
Please call us. It's going to be a very exciting morning all throughout your Thursday. We've got all of our celebrities here. They're manning the phones. Chat to them. Josie, Gavin, Janice here as well. Everyone is here to take your calls and pledge your support. That number to call is 021 430 9700. We're going to be taking a quick break. The phone lines are going crazy. Yes, call us. We'll see you after the break.
A very happy Thursday to you and welcome back to the show. Now, this week, the European Space Agency released a set of incredible data from their Gaia Space Observatory involving the position and details of nearly 1.7 billion stars in our galaxy, opening up a new era for astronomy. Now, here to fill us in is outreach astronomer Dr. Daniel Cullum. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Always a pleasure.
And always exciting because you bring news of the world and the universe around us. So, Gaia, that immediately sparks up memories of Captain Planet, the spirit of the Earth, Gaia. But that's the name of this space observatory. What exactly is it, and what is its mission?
Yeah, so it's a space telescope. It was launched in 2013.
Yeah.
It's really big, as you can see. It's orbiting about 1.5 million kilometers away from Earth, orbiting the Sun.
Yeah.
And its mission is basically to map our galaxy. So measure the distances, positions, and the motions of as many of the stars in our galaxy as it can.
Yeah.
And as you said yesterday, they released all the data of over 1 billion stars. I mean, the precise positions and motions and colors, brightnesses of over 1 billion stars in our galaxy.
Are you able to describe the anatomy of our universe to us, or our Milky Way? Because I mean, how do you even wrap your mind around more than 1 billion stars?
Yeah, so in our galaxy, I mean, we know our galaxy is one of billions of galaxies.
Yeah.
But we know our galaxy is a spiral disk. So it's a flat disk with a sort of spiral structure.
Yes.
We're sitting about halfway out the disk, and then Gaia is obviously trying to map this more accurately. We're in the spiral disk style Milky Way. I was hoping a picture would come up, but
it will in a second.
There we go. But we're obviously mapping it from inside.
Yes.
So this doesn't look like a disk because we're sitting inside it. So this is looking towards the center of our Milky Way.
Yes.
And then on the outside is looking out. Right?
So
this is a 360-degree view.
So
there were stars, and then you can see the dust, right?
Yeah.
So this is images of the dust, which Gaia has also released.
Yeah.
So our galaxy is full of dust and stars.
But how are we able to measure the distances between stars, some of them which are light years away, so accurately? So here's the picture that you were speaking about.
This is a picture of a spiral, and we're sitting on one of the arms about halfway out.
Wow.
So how we measure the distances, basically if you stick your finger out in front of you like that, and you close one eye, and then you switch eyes, you can see how your finger moves, compared to the background. So that's exactly what we do. So that's why Gaia is orbiting the Sun. So 6 months apart, it takes a photo of the stars when it's on one side of the Sun and when it's on the other side of the Sun.
Oh my word.
That little change against the background stars means we can measure how far away it is.
That is absolutely incredible. And I mean, wow. I mean, just to think that it could actually be even bigger than this, that we're just exploring what is just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I mean, we know there are about 100 or 200 billion stars in our galaxy. We just released about 1% of that.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible. All right, and then finally, on a completely unrelated note, I've read that scientists have revealed this week also one of the most, I guess, funniest cosmic coincidences. I don't know how to say this without smiling, but the planet known as Uranus is surrounded by a foul-smelling gas. Is this true?
Yes.
Please.
So astronomers have been looking at Uranus with a spectroscope. And you can sort of work out what gases are there. And they found a high concentration of hydrogen sulfide, which is the smell given off by rotten eggs.
Yes.
And a few other biological processes.
All right. So on our next space mission, just cover your mouth when you drift past Uranus. Okay. Wow. Gosh, I love science so much. Thanks so much, Dan, for joining us. We really do appreciate it.
Now, for the next few weeks, we will be showcasing the positive impact the My School funds have been making at schools in South Africa. And we kickstart the campaign with a very special story. As we all know, the Western Cape has been going through one of the worst droughts ever seen in South Africa. So My School, TUSO Fund, recently donated grey water systems to 3 schools, one being Lita Lower Primary School in Gugulethu. And we are about to hear all about it. We've got Mr. Sadiq Detoy and Ben Getz. And of course, we want to give a very big welcome to the studio to you today.
Thank you.
Mr. Detoy, I'm going to kick off with you. Can you tell us more about Lita Lower Primary School and, of course, how the relationship between My School started?
Okay, Lita Lower is we're not Lita Lower anymore. Our school is a no-fee school.
Yeah.
We serve an extremely poor community. Most of the parents are either unemployed or have very menial jobs, so we don't have any fees coming in. A few years ago, all 200 and 713 children on the feeding scheme. We feed each and every one of them every day. One of the things we did with the help of Ben was to get a food garden started so that we could add to the meals that the children receive every day. Obviously, with the change in weather, there has been devastation in our food garden. Yeah. So we've had, and I was very surprised, Ben contacted me one day and said, my school has come on board and they're willing to install a grey water system, which meant that we could actually get our food garden up and running again. And that's wonderful because we don't only use it as a source of food, we also use it as a teaching resource. Yeah. Most of our kids don't have gardens, so what we do is we take them into the food garden, we show them bugs, we show them we can actually pull out the plant and say root, stem and leaves. We've got a worm garden which they can actually go in and have a look at the worm farm and all of those things. As far as my school is concerned, there is a long association. When I became principal in 2014, I picked up on accounts that people were swiping and making donations. Yeah. We don't get too much money coming in, not through the fault of my school, but simply because our parent population don't have the spending power. Yeah. So, I mean, if more people would be willing to come on board, that would help a lot. Yeah, yeah. But the little bit that we do get, we appreciate very much because with a school like ours, anything we get we can use for, whether it's posters or whether it's plants or whether it's whatever, books for the library, much appreciated. So it's been a long and established relationship with my school.
Ben, you partnered with my school to install the grey water system. Do you want to tell us more about the partnership there?
For sure. So my school and Urban Harvest partnered a few years ago to set up quite a few very successful food garden projects. Yeah. Obviously, with the arrival of the drought, my school actually approached Urban Harvest and said, what's happening to our project? And obviously I told them that we need to do something about the water, and that's where this idea came from. Let's harvest grey water and rainwater, integrate the grey water and the rainwater and use it for watering the gardens.
Yeah. How does it work and how does it benefit the schools like Lita?
Well, obviously every drop counts. So what happens is water from the bathrooms, so from the staff toilets, the boys' toilets and the girls' toilets, from the sinks, the water is collected. Also off the roofs, rainwater is harvested, and then it's put through a series of filters, including a constructed wetland filter, which is a biological filter, and it's really the main filter which allows the water to be used for growing food. It also allows the water to go through the microjet irrigation. But as Mr. Du Toit said, even with the grey water system and harvesting around 2,500 litres a day, it's still, the garden still needs more water. So it's a way of helping, and it's a way of reusing whatever water we can.
Wonderful. But thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much, Mr. Du Toit, for being here. And, of course, thank you to my school for making this grey water system available. And, of course, keeping that food garden alive, which is so necessary for the young ones. Well, you can help South African children get the education they need by simply downloading the free My School app today. You can sign up for your virtual card and select up to 3 schools or charities that matters most to you. So make sure you tune in again next week, as we might be showcasing the work done at a school that you support.
Well, we are back in the kitchen and we're about to whip up one of my favorite dishes. When I saw these ingredients, I got super excited. We're about to make a Be Well chicken chow mein. And it's one of those recipes where no matter how hard you try, you really cannot screw it up. And what's great about the Be Well wok oil that we're using, it is perfect for high heat, and it also leaves a toasted sesame or nutty flavor when you cook it. I really love that.
You're going to surf on like a champion after this one, which is amazing.
Okay.
Zoe, this is one for you.
I'm having this for breakfast.
Yeah, so we are using, you mentioned, be using the Be Well wok oil, which is amazing. It's also known as the chef's secret, and it's the ideal oil blend for cooking everyday veggies, your meats, cuts, your everyday meals as well. And because it's got such a clean flavor, it really brings out those natural flavors in your food. So it's going to definitely take your cooking to another level. So what we've done is we got a frying pan or wok here.
Yes.
We got some chicken in there that we've cooked already. So now for the rest of the ingredients, all right?
Okay, and you've cooked the chicken in the
Yes.
Be Well wok oil.
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
So I'm going to add a little bit more.
Okay, so you're adding some onions.
That's it. Some onions are in there because, you know, when it comes to your Chinese cuisine, all of these kind of veggies and stuff, they eat it kind of still crunchy.
Yes.
All right? And
Okay.
here we have some soy sauce. And
There
that
we
is
go.
now going to help flavor your chicken and the rest of the ingredients as well.
Yeah.
We've got some oyster sauce here as well.
And what I love about a chow mein is your ingredients doesn't have to be too finely chopped. You can keep it
That's
nice and coarse.
Because you want to eat it with chopsticks. That's
Yeah.
why. You can pick it up
Able to
nicely.
grip it.
Oh, that oyster sauce is magic. That smell. I don't know if you can smell it, Zoe.
Getting
Absolutely
it through.
amazing. All right. So here we have our spices, all right? We got some chili, we got some ginger, and some garlic. I'm going to get that in there. Going to heat this through. Oh, that smells divine.
The flavors are coming through.
Going to heat this guy
And the
up a little
secret
bit
is
more.
also a hot, hot pan.
That's it. And now you can get that. And this is great about Chinese cuisine is it's so flavorful. And it uses also these kind of normal, natural ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, this is delicious. All right. Now we have some cabbage that we're going to heat through as well.
There we go.
Going to do that. Heat
There
it
we
through.
go.
All right. And on that end, we have our cooked noodles. All right. You get your chow mein noodles.
Yes.
Get that in there. Ewan, don't make a mess.
So what is this over here?
That's just a little water.
Okay, in case of emergency.
Yeah. So basically, you don't have to. You can judge it. I can add just a little bit
Okay, but we've got enough
for some moisture.
there. Okay.
Yeah. But you can see just a dollop of water. Right.
Okay.
So, Zoe, I'm going to swap over to some braai tongs over here.
Okay.
Let's get some noodles in there that we pre-cooked. And now those noodles are going to absorb all of this delicious flavors. That should be enough.
There we go.
Right. Now we're just going to toss it around.
Okay.
All right.
And what I love about a chow mein is also that the veggies must still have a little bit of a crunch left to it.
That's the one.
There we go. Can I add these?
Add them, please. Go for it. Sorry, I'm busy concentrating.
Okay.
So we have some sprouts.
Adding the sprouts, adding all of them, and some chives.
That's the one. Now the keyword is Be Well.
onion.
SMS that to 33720. That's spring onion, yes. Be Well. SMS that to 33728 if you want to get your hands on the recipe. So you just take your time. You kind of just roll it around, make sure that the noodles get all the sauce and absorb that. And you can see how beautiful, fresh, and colorful this looks. So basically we're just heating it back up. So you bring that bowl closer there.
Okay, I'm going to bring it closer. And the cool thing is you don't have to spice your chicken.
That's it.
Because the soy sauce gives it its flavor and the Worcester.
That's it. So once again, your keyword, it is Be Well. SMS that to 33. I'm not done.
Sorry.
I'm not done. I'm going to get some chicken in there. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, you need lots of chicken.
Yeah, one more scoop and I think we're good to go.
It's a huge bowl.
Bam, yes. There we go. We'll leave that, all right? And perfect, just like that. Let me remove that. So there you have it. Stir fry like an absolute champion. SMS the keyword Be Well to 33728. Give us a taste there, Zoe.
I'm going to give it a taste, a little bit of
Yes.
a one. There we go. Amazing.
Yes, all of those flavors, absolutely amazing. Check it out on our website, expressoshow.com as well, and stir fry like a king.
Oh, my word. Listen, the live CHOC Telethon is live, large and in charge. You know it. Look, right there. Mpande's on the phone, taking your pledges, 0214309700. He's so smooth. You know who else is smooth? The most beautiful sound I've ever heard.
Can't you flatter?
Oh, Linnell Kennedy is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. And after some 54 shows of West Side Story.
Yes, it's been a marathon ride, but I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, you must be so tired, yet you agreed to do this. So thank you very much for that. Why did you decide to do this with us?
Cancer is a cause that is very, very close to my heart. And I just think in such a trying time for families, you need all of the support and the love that you can get. And the organization does incredible work. I couldn't say no. So it's an honor for me to be here this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to make my own pledge. I hope all of the viewers at home are ready to do the same.
Excellent. And you know exactly how to do that by giving us a call on 0214309700. In fact, the new amount that I've just heard we're on right now, 7,600. Yes! Keep those pledges coming our way. We'll be right back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with more.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what an incredible morning. We have our CHOC Telethon currently on, and that figure stands at 7,600. So thank you to each and everyone that's made a donation and a pledge. And if you want to continue to do so, that number is 021-430-9700.
That's amazing, man. So far, the highest pledge, 2,000 Rand, eh?
Yeah,
that's
individual
incredible,
pledge.
man. Thank you very, 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 very much.
All right, well, right now it's time for us to reflect on some international entertainment news, starting off with probably one of the hottest stories right now involving Khloe Kardashian and her former partner, current partner,
baby daddy.
Tristan, baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
Call him baby daddy.
Well, we know that she went into labor 2 weeks ago and she gave birth to a little baby girl named True. Now, reports say that it was due to the stress about the report of Tristan cheating that actually happened. She went into labor as a result of that. But while right now, obviously, everyone is very, very happy the fact that the baby girl is there. But now Chris, Kim and Courtney flew to support her. And sources say that they're watching Tristan being a father has just kind of restored some kind of faith and hope in Khloe in trying to restore their relationship. She's not really quite sure where she wants it to go. A lot of people in her family and friendship circles are saying just split with him, but she's also realizing that he can be a good father, or at least to some extent, but not entirely focusing on their relationship right now. So we'll see how it goes. Apparently she has everything ready and prepped for the baby in California, so she might be moving back to LA. As soon as she's ready to travel with the baby, she will do so, and obviously start making memories with her friends and family. But right now the relationship is still on ice. It's not completely over.
Okay, so it's just a little bit cold.
Goosebumps.
You're getting
because,
goosebumps. Why are you getting
This is
goosebumps?
supposed to be, I mean, for her as a new mom, a different experience. Now she has to deal with all these external factors that's really got nothing to do with her relationship. But because everything's so public, you feel sorry for her.
Yeah. So that's where it stands right now. But well, we wish her all of the best going forward. We'll bring you more on that story as it develops. But that is the latest of international entertainment news.
Well, Pons believes that our skin needs to remain strong deep inside so it can be soft and beautiful on the outside. And the new Pons Age Miracle range is designed to keep up with the unstoppable woman and her unstoppable lifestyle. We have power women in studio, Zoraida Jardine, and the Pons brand lead, Vashni Ganesh, in studio with us so that we can find out more about the hashtag Unstoppable Pons campaign. Ladies, good morning. So good to have you on the show this morning. Of course, unstoppable, powerful women, and Miss Zoraida Jardine as the brand ambassador. So wonderful.
Well, I'm one of their influencers. They've actually chosen a range of unstoppable women in South Africa. And I am, what can I say? I feel completely privileged to be a part of the brand. Yeah. It's a brand that a lot of us have grown up with. How long has it been around? Over a century?
Yeah, it's been around for over 150 years in South Africa.
So we've had 150 years of unstoppable women.
Absolutely. And you know what's so beautiful about this particular campaign is they have gone out and recognized women in South Africa that are doing unstoppable things. And you know, what does unstoppable mean for you in your own special way? It could be a really small way or a really big way, whatever that means for you. For what I love about them is them recognizing in me the fact that I just haven't stopped, that my life continues to escalate in the most beautiful, profound, but purposeful way. And that's what's beautiful about this range is it's a range with purpose. And I feel completely privileged that they've recognized me in that.
I love it. Well, we all recognize you as that. Now, I want to chat more about Zoraida's life and, of course, being a mom, a wife, a businesswoman. But let's first find out what makes her unstoppable.
First of all, women today, oh my gosh, hashtag unstoppable. I mean, women are my biggest inspiration right now. I have to remember what my long-term goal is. That's what makes me unstoppable. It's showing up. It's committing, even when you don't want to commit. It's doing that daily. It's waking up every morning with a fresh mindset, regardless of what happened the day before. That's what makes you unstoppable.
Absolutely beautiful. Zoraida Jardine, you're a wife, you're a mom, you're a businesswoman, you're Earthang, you're an influencer for this amazing campaign. Why is it so important to you and so wonderful to be a part of something like this?
Well, you know, I think, first of all, I'm not special. You know, the last few years have really been, I'd say the last 3 years, the last year, 24 months in particular, have really become the time of women.
Yeah.
And women have always been unstoppable, but I think they've been highlighted and illuminated now and recognized, like by a Ponds brand, more so than ever. What makes me unstoppable right now, what is my biggest delight in my life right now, is the fact that I'm a full-time student and I'm still, you know, being able to manage my roles as wife, as friend, as parent, and as, I guess, human being.
And that's what I love about it. You know, I think most people think that when you get to a specific age or when you start getting older, there's certain things you can no longer do. Aging is a natural process, but it doesn't mean that you can't do anything you set your mind to. What are your thoughts on the aging process?
So and once again, I'm really thankful that I've been recognized for this. I'm very much about aging gracefully. I'm very much about owning who you are. I'm very much about recognizing the privilege of time. And so I embrace my wrinkles, I embrace my flaws, I embrace exactly where I am at in my life. But at the same time, there's a product range out there that's going to afford me the best skin that I can have 100%. At the time of my life. One of the reasons I love this brand so much is that it's a brand that actually grows with you. Often you find brands that are there when you're in your 20s. Ponds is a brand that you know, is there for you when you're a teenager, when you're in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, and now voila, the Age Miracle brand is there for me in my 40s, and I love that because it still allows me to be me and have the face and the skin that I have, but just plumpier, fresher, revitalized. So
we're about that life. We are about that life. Now, Devashli, let's talk about this new range that is there to help our skin look more radiant and, of course, beautiful as we age.
Yeah, so we at Ponds, we understand that as the world evolves, so too does our skin needs, and as women, our skin needs evolve as we grow older. And we've understood that skin, as you get older, your strength becomes less by 30%, and I mean, you see a bit more folds, you see a few wrinkles, you see sagging. It's natural. And the thing is, we've realized we need to cater for this. We need to cater, and we need to start anti-aging products very early. The misconception is that you start later on when you start to see the signs. No, you need to start as soon as possible. And that's the reason for our new range. We've created a range that works 24 hours non-stop. You don't have to stress about your skincare. You literally, during the day, in the morning, do your routine in the evening, and it works 24 hours.
Let's talk about the Unstoppable Mother's Day campaign, because you know that mothers are unstoppable. How is it happening? Tell us more about the competition.
We are so excited to have a campaign that's going to recognize these stalwarts and these important women in our life. You know, just looking at our community management and just looking at our social media, we listen to what our consumers say. And a lot of the stories are, I was introduced to Ponds by my mum. And we find that it's so important to just recognize those women who inspired you. It does not necessarily have to be your mum. It is a figure that has been a motherly figure during your life and has given you that stability and that purpose to just live your most unstoppable life.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing this Unstoppable campaign into our studio, into our lives. And of course, the new range is going to change lives and of course help us celebrate ourselves, you know, because life is for living and there's nothing that we can't do.
Absolutely. Unstoppable. Hashtag.
Sarah is so gorgeous. I can't keep my eyes off of her. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. Well, celebrate the most hashtag unstoppable woman in your life by treating her to an inspirational Mother's Day lunch with Zureida Jardine, Sureshini Ryder, Tembi Siete, Sonia Mbete, and of course some of the women who have inspired them along their unstoppable journeys. Now, to enter, all you have to do is buy 2 Ponds Age Miracle products at Dis-Chem and then swipe your Dis-Chem card. And for more details, go to Ponds' Facebook page, and remember, T's and C's do apply.
Living a non-stop life weakens your skin, leading to folds and dull, uneven skin tone. New Ponds Age Miracle delivers double the lifting power.
Now, with the cooler months looming, it's time for us to head into our wardrobes for a pre-winter revamp with our fashion how-to guide. But of course, we want to do so, but how can you do so on a dime while still ensuring you're not compromising style or substance? Well, in today's how-to fashion guide, we have all of the answers to transition your wardrobe that keeps the flair, but also doesn't break the bank. And here to help us with all of our style secrets, we have Expresso's fashion editor, Nick Strelitz.
Hello.
You know what? I'm super excited because this past weekend, I changed my wardrobe from summer to winter.
This is the perfect time.
This is the perfect time, but what, in your opinion, is the first thing people need to know before they make that transition?
I think the first thing people need to know, Zoe, and like we talk about, you don't need to break the bank when we're transitioning from season to season. That's what this entire segment is about. It's about identifying key summer pieces that will transition into winter. So it's about identifying a capsule wardrobe.
Okay.
A capsule wardrobe, I think, works regardless of season, spring, summer, autumn, winter. It's all about editing and curating your closet to include maybe 5 or 6 key pieces that will work whether it's your winter wardrobe or your summer wardrobe.
Okay.
I mean, we all reference runway and shots from high street fashion for inspiration, but it really is about going back to basics.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing.
Okay, well, I love that. So you've brought a few summer pieces along that you're going to
I
show
have.
us how to transition it into winter. And of course, if you have these pieces in your cupboard, it's great to keep them in your cupboard for winter and you don't have to
Absolutely.
pack them away for summer months only.
That's the whole ethos of this
Yeah.
segment, so is how are we going to play with these from one season to another. So we're starting with the denim skirt.
Yes.
Now, the denim skirt is obviously a summer favorite, but what we want to do for winter is actually stay away from those sorts of the stronger colors. We want to go back to basics, to the classic denim skirt. Also, we were looking for maybe more heavier weight fabric in terms of denim that will last you, which you can wear actually in the summer months as well. Denim, I think people have a misconception, denim doesn't breathe very well, but it actually does, particularly obviously when you're wearing something that's a bit shorter. I think the key for the denim skirt though is with the legs.
With the legs.
We want to
Some
cover the
stockings.
legs, but we don't want to go opaque. So you want to do something transparent because you still want to show off what your mama gave ya.
Yes.
And then always the ankle boots. We don't want to cut off the leg at any awkward angle. So it needs to come up maybe just to the top of the ankle. Anything else will start to disproportion the entire look from head to toe.
Okay, so the cool thing is we've got your denim skirt. You can keep that in your cupboard.
Keep it.
Yes.
Don't throw it away.
Okay,
I won't throw
I'm
mine
quite
away.
fascinated with the fact that you've got a maxi dress, a summer maxi dress for winter.
And that's
Because
quite
that's
unusual.
normally the first thing I pack away.
Yeah, you throw it away. Don't throw it away.
I don't throw it away, I pack it away and then only
Africa.
bring it out in summer again.
Because you still want to have fun. I mean, the thing about a maxi dress is it's so loose and it breathes and it's airy and it's comfortable.
It is super comfortable.
It's comfortable while still being chic. While I love a printed maxi, I still want to go back to black for winter.
Okay.
So you can still keep this around. You can wear a black maxi dress in the summer as well. I mean, you're just wearing a maxi dress, but in winter, we're gonna layer. And we're doing head to toe black. It's chic and it's slimming. I think the key for the maxi dress in winter is the layers on top.
Okay, so how do you layer it? You would wear a polo neck or a long sleeve shirt?
Anything underneath I think is fine, but the key I think is either you want to do a cropped jacket or you want to do something a bit longer like Miss Vanessa Hudgens is doing. Anything else in the middle is gonna, again, cut the body off an awkward angle. So you either want to go really cropped or really long. I think that's really the key because you need to layer.
Yes.
You can't just throw that maxi dress out in winter by itself.
Okay,
It's gonna be
I
a bit
love
craze.
that.
A bit craze.
What's next on your
Then
rail?
we're going to the classic quintessential white tee. Now the white tee works, I mean, we talk about the white tee. You can wear
I
white
have
tee.
so many white t-shirts in my cupboard and people still get fascinated when I buy more white t-shirts.
I know, me too. I have 1,000. But again, it's all about how you wear it. So in summer, we're tend to styling it, very casually, but oversized, but undone with a pair of shorts. For winter, and this can work for office wear as well, the secret is to tuck in the shirt.
Okay.
I mean, it's simple. It's simple, but sometimes people don't really think about it. Tucking in a white t-shirt automatically glams it out. We're pairing it with woolen trousers for the season. It's all about charcoal woolen trousers for the office, for the work. Or do like Kim K and just do tonal white on white on white on white.
For
with a
winter.
puffer jacket.
Okay.
For winter, but she's Kim K, so she could do anything, I think.
And then I'm seeing some texture on your rail as well.
This is beautiful, Joe. So the jumpsuit, aka the play suit, which is another quintessential summer item. But we're seeing it in winter as well. The thing with the play suit for winter, again, is coverage on the legs. So what happens generally with a jumpsuit is it tends to ride up quite high on the thighs, right? Which is great for summer because we all want to show.
But not for winter. So
For
how
winter,
would you
we're
pair it
covering
in
up.
winter?
So this is where we're doing opaque tights. So whereas the denim skirt, we did a bit of transparency to show the leg.
Okay.
With the play suit, again, we're hiding completely the leg. I really like the idea of a cardigan, playing cardigans with jumpsuits, as opposed to the quintessential jackets. And again, it's really all about the colors. So we're seeing deep mustards, we're seeing burgundies, and we're seeing deep greens. And Kate Moss is doing it with her wrap cardigan. So if Kate Moss can do it, we can do it.
She can do it indeed. Well, Nick, it's always great having you here. Thank you so much for showing us how you can really take your wardrobe from summer to fall in style and also without breaking the bank. Now, that was our how-to fashion guide on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And you can check us out on Facebook for more information on how you can transition your cupboard from summer to winter.
Well, I can tell you right now that currently we're standing at 22,150 Rand. In our live CHOC Telethon, we're putting together funds and donating to make the reality come true of a Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. And one of our very first big pledges came from Romina Singh from Durban, who's on the line. Good morning, Romina!
Good morning, Cash. How are you?
Very, very well. Thank you so much for taking our call. And I wanted to find out about your reason for being part of the CHOC Telethon this morning and wanting to pledge so much money.
Well, it's close to my heart. I was diagnosed with cancer last September and just completed my last chemo on Friday, so on the road to recovery.
Oh, wow, fantastic stuff. And when you think about the work that CHOC is doing, providing support for these families and children, how important is it to have that support structure around you when you are in this recovery?
Absolutely important. You can't stress the importance because of the experience that you put through with cancer. Everything that spent counts.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, and thanks to you and so many more out there. 22,150 is where we are right now, but our lines are still open, so give us a call on 0214309700 and pledge your donations to our CHOC Telethon. We'll see you right after this break. That is amazing.
Girl, if you want it, then come and get it. 'Cause I can make it better for you. You know what I'm thinking from the beginning. Let me make your dreams come true. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. I don't wanna wait no more. Wait for your love, no. I'll appreciate like I never did before. Your heart is all I'm asking for. Give me your love, oh. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. Ooh, you got it. Yeah, you're so fit. Thinking about the things I would do. And start by drinking, then get licking. Up and down, I love this view. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. I don't wanna wait no more. Wait for your love, no. I'll appreciate like I never did before. Your heart is all I'm asking for. Give me your love.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. As you can see, we are very, very busy with our live CHOC Telethon right now at 22,150 Rand. Give us a call on 0214309700 and make your pledge. We'll be chatting to our stars a little bit later on, but right now, it's time for the news headlines.
In the national news, the South African Federation of Trade Unions says the proposed national minimum wage bill indicates a ferocious declaration of war on the working class, which will entrench poverty. Members of SAFTU and affiliated unions yesterday marched in a number of cities across the country, including Johannesburg, Cape Town and Durban, to protest against the proposed minimum wage of 20 Rand an hour. In Johannesburg, organizers say they were overwhelmed by the turnout, given that SAFTU only applied for a permit for 7,500 marchers to take part, but many more turned up. Deputy President David Mabuza says a positive change in investor sentiments in the South African economy will support President Cyril Ramaphosa's call to meet a goal of $100 billion in direct foreign investment over the next 5 years. Mabuza was answering verbal questions in the National Assembly. Last week, Ramaphosa unveiled an investment power team to woo investors worldwide. Mabuza has called on investors to seek opportunities in the country, saying they will assist in dealing with unemployment, poverty, and inequality. Now moving further abroad, Iran's President Hassan Rouhani rejected any hopes of rewriting a nuclear deal with world powers yesterday after the leaders of the United States and France suggested a new pact covering Tehran's missile program and regional interventions. He was responding to statements in Washington by French President Emmanuel Macron and his US counterpart Donald Trump, in which they proposed a new deal with tougher restrictions on Iran. Rouhani ridiculed Trump by saying he has no expertise in politics, law, or international accords, and posed the question, how can he judge global issues? And then finally, Britain and the United States have warned their citizens in Tanzania to exercise caution ahead of possible anti-government protests today. They warned of possible protests across Tanzania, adding that police may use tear gas and live ammunition. They urged their citizens to avoid crowds and monitor local media. Police have promised a robust response in any demonstrations against President John Magufuli. A protest in February led to the death of a student hit by a stray bullet. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Kat.
And in the sporting news this morning, Orlando Pirates cut the gap at the top of the PSL table to just 4 points last night after a 4-0 win over Bidvest Wits. With 2 games left to play this season, second-placed Pirates now sit at 52 points, while Mamelodi Sundowns are top with 56 points after their 2-2 draw with Maritzburg United last night. In other results, SuperSport beat Free State Stars 3-2, while Platinum Stars were relegated after a 2-1 loss to Amazulu. Meanwhile, over in Europe, Real Madrid came out on top in their Champions League semi-final first-leg clash with Bayern Munich last night, thanks to a 2-1 win in Germany. While Joshua Kimmich put Bayern ahead, Madrid came back with 2 vital away goals as Marcelo and Marco Asensio found the back of the net. Bayern and Madrid now face off again next Tuesday, with their semi-final second leg set to take place in Spain. And finally, the IAAF will release a new rule today, which will force Caster Semenya to lower her natural testosterone levels or stop running the 800 and 1,500 meters. In an attempt to remove any advantage athletes might have, the proposed new rule will see female athletes with differences of sexual development be banned from running distances from 400 meters to the mile. A similar rule was introduced back in 2011, but was ordered to stop by the Court of Arbitration of Sport in 2015. And that's a roundup of the sporting headlines.
Well, let's take another look at your traffic, and it seems like there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N3 southbound. It's at the Buccleuch interchange and it's blocking that left shoulder, so please proceed with caution. And that's where we leave your traffic on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Let's quickly take a last look at your weather and your temperatures on your Thursday morning. And it looks like temperatures are set to soar for most parts of the country, while over in Sutherland, Cape Town, Worcester and Springbok, temperatures are quite chilly and also some scattered showers expected in certain places. Polokwane this morning, 11 minimum with a maximum of 28 degrees. Mbombela, 15, 31. Pretoria, 12, 26. Johannesburg, 10 minimum with a mild maximum of 24 degrees. Mahikeng, 11, 28. Klerksdorp, 9, 29. Kimberley, 5 minimum, reaching a high of 25 degrees. Bloemfontein, 4 minimum, reaching a maximum of 25 as well. A hot day expected for Richards Bay, 22 minimum, reaching a high of 34 degrees. Pietermaritzburg also nice and hot, 16, 33. Durban, 21, 31. Mthatha, 9, 30. East London, 14, 25. Cradock, 5 minimum with a maximum 25. Port Elizabeth, good morning, 13, and a mild maximum of 24 degrees. George, 11, 23. Sutherland, 0 and 11. Nice and cold in Sutherland. Cape Town, 12, 18. Worcester, 7, 16. Springbok, 6, 16. And Uppington starting off on 9, reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. That's where we leave your weather and your temperatures for your Thursday morning.
Cirrus Water, the future of sustainable water.
Well, I can tell you, during the ad break, we were all getting warmed up for this Thursday morning to the next song that you're about to hear. Brand new debut single from Stephen Lee called Only You. Let's go.
if you want it, then come and get it. 'Cause I can make it better for you. You know what I'm thinking from the beginning. Let me make your dreams come true. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. I don't wanna wait no more. Wait for your love, no. I'll appreciate like I never did before. Your heart is all I'm asking for. Give me your love, oh girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, but you, only you. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. Ooh, you got it. Yeah, you're so fit. Just thinking about the things I would do. Let's start by drinking, then get licking. Up and down, I love this view. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. I don't wanna wait no more. Wait for your love, no. I'll appreciate like I never did before. Your heart is all I'm asking for. Give me your love, oh girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. My addiction is you. My addiction is you. My addiction is you. I am addicted to you. My addiction is you. My addiction is you. My addiction is you. I am addicted to you. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you. Girl, I want your body. I don't want nobody but you, only you.
What? Can we it's penning. The floor is penning. Dude, that is insane. You are such a wonderful performer to watch, dude. And congratulations on the debut single.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
Always great being here with you guys.
Yeah, man. Tell me about the process of putting this song together, because obviously the first song that you put out is always so important, because that's what introduces you as a solo artist, yeah?
So for this song, I immediately knew where I want to go because I like the performance aspect, especially live. So I needed something upbeat.
Yeah.
So something that I could dance and show vocals. And that's what I did.
Yeah, man. Beautiful. Who did you work with on the song?
It's producers Kyle and Ave. Really great. They're my secret weapons, but not anymore. Like, it's not a secret anymore.
Okay, now because now it's out, because now we know their name. We can stalk them now.
Yes.
So what can we expect from you now that the song is out? I'm sure it's getting love from radio.
Yes. I've been promoting it all over.
Yeah.
Not an album now. Probably in the future, so another single.
Yeah.
But for now, we're sticking with Only You, and
Yeah.
people just hopefully they support it.
Yeah, man, I'm sure they will as well. If you check out this dude's Instagram page at Stephen Lee Music with a Q,
Yes.
cover the moves on this oak. There's a video where you're wearing like some yellow pants stripe there, just tearing up the street.
I took it to the street.
You took it to the street.
No,
just
South African style.
Voshos and guaraguaras that would make even the most gom music people out there jealous. But dude, thank you so much for being here,
Thank you for
and
having me.
we can of course expect another performance from him live on our Facebook page just after 9 o'clock. So make sure that you don't miss out on that. Thank you very much, buddy.
Cool, man.
Nice one.
Thank you so much, Kat. What a performance. Well, we are still busy with our CHOC Telethon. It's live on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. So far, we have raised a huge amount, 25,450. So thank you to each and every one who's pledged this morning. We still need your support. That lines are open, 021-430-9700. Right now, I am standing with Matthew Reed, who's a cancer survivor and also a CHOC ambassador this morning. Matthew, thank you very much for being here this morning, man. What a special, special day indeed. Why is this something that is so close to your heart, obviously with your journey taken into account?
Yeah, CHOC have just been with me since the very beginning. When I was diagnosed at age 7, they've just been there with me through my experience, helping me out, contacting me with other survivors and just helping me through the process.
Yeah, and of course the CHOC house, it plays such a big role. Why do you think a CHOC house like this, the one that we are raising funds for to build a new one, is so important for those young patients?
It's so important because most of the families, they can't really go back home since some of the children, they live too far away. So the CHOC house is basically a provider for a home for the families to stay with their children to help them through the process of their treatment.
Exactly, and it really is just that, a home away from home. Thank you very much for giving your time, Matthew, and thank you for inspiring us as well. Like I've mentioned, our lines are open, 430-9700. That is the number to call. Call us and pledge your amount for this very, very worthy cause.
Win a trip to New York City worth 150,000 Rand. South Africa's #1 cream cheese, Lancewood, is on the hunt for the nation's #1 cake. To bake it all the way to the Big Apple, upload a picture of your cake with the Lancewood product used to lancewoodcakeoff.co.za. 3 finalists will make it through to our live cake-off on Expresso show. 1 will impress celebrity judges Zola Nene, Jay Something and Lorna Maseko and make it all the way to New York. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. So awesome because today radio meets TV, TV meets radio, and we're joined by one of the country's best radio stations dedicated to news, talk and current affairs, SAFM. And of course, one of the people are new on the lineup of SAFM, Stephen Groothuis. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you so much for having me. It's been an amazing journey. I've really enjoyed coming to SABC. You know, in a way, I was an intern 20 years ago on the show that I now present.
Wow.
My mom says I'm nearly grown up.
nearly, but don't grow up. It's a trap, that's what they say. So are we currently live right now?
We're live on SAFM.
Awesome. Hi, SAFM.
They could hear you earlier.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Just checking. Stephen, do you want to tell us about SAFM and who the listener is right now? Who do you attract on your show?
Sure. I mean, what's happened in this country, if you look at the last few years, you've seen politics and economics and our past and our present all really merging together. Yeah. And sometimes that can be highly contested, let me put it like that. And what I think you're having, and this would be my analysis now, is for the last few years, we've all been speaking about, well, one person really. That's over now. Yeah. And so all of the debates around land, racialized inequality, the economy generally, social justice and economic growth, how to develop the country, All of those things we haven't actually had.
Yeah.
And I think we're now catching up. And what SAFM can do in a really good way, you know, TV is a really good space to have debates, but radio is more constant. And you can have and what radio does really well, I think, is ideas. And I mean, English, it's a colonial language, but I think it is the only language we're going to have these conversations in. And what SAFM is in a unique space to do is to take a call from Umlazi and put it to the rich housewife in Sandhurst or Bishop's Court, and to have that. But it's not Twitter, because Twitter is ungovernable. So what it is a mediated conversation. That doesn't mean that anyone's censored. What it means is you're given a space to state your view. And it's not I don't want to say it's a safe space, but it's slightly protected, and I think that's quite important as well. So that's the aim.
And it's open for discussion as well.
Open for discussion and on everything. You know, I mean, in one show we'll talk about Caster Semenya, we'll talk about tourism with the minister in a moment. You'll have all of these conversations. Literally on hold right now is the Vice Chancellor of the University of Stellenbosch. I mean, you want a complex institution, there you go.
I'm a fellow Marty right here.
Wrong rugby team. So you've got all of these things happening in South Africa, and this is just in one 3-hour show. You know, Bongi Gwala will be up next, and he'll have all sorts of other conversations. Tomorrow is Freedom Day. So much to talk about there.
What are you hoping to bring to the show, of course, since you are part of the new lineup now?
I think what you really need is a way to have conversations and to bring the sort of idea of latest news. You know, what brings people together is that everyone grows up in a different space. So everyone often grows up with different music, for example. But what brings people together is a desire to know what's happened and to be a part of the conversation. It doesn't mean you have to talk. It doesn't mean you have to actually call 0891 104 207. It means that you can listen and be part of a conversation in that way. But it also means that what brings people together is, what did Julius say? Patricia DeLille and the boxing gloves. I mean, really? I mean, really?
So that today.
You know, that's the kind of thing that I think really does bring people together, is that desire to learn and to agree on the facts.
100%.
And that's really what I'm hoping to bring, is that sort of freshness, that idea that something's just happened, now we can talk about it.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, Stephen, for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us. And of course, they'll be broadcasting live on the Expresso morning show the whole morning. And if you're perhaps hitting the road, then tune into SAFM, as they'll also be broadcasting live from here.
Great to have the team of SAFM in studio this morning. Right now, though, it's time to get your taste buds tingling as we embark on the hunt for South Africa's #1 cake with SA's #1 cream cheese, Lancewood. Now, in studio, we have Shireen Anderhold, the marketing manager for Lancewood, and alongside her, we have the 2016 winner of the Lancewood Cake-Off competition, Lizelle Solomon. Ladies, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Look at all smiles. I can see that you guys are very exciting once again. The campaign is back. Let's start with you, Shireen. The Cake-Off competition, an all-expenses-paid trip to New York. That is up for grabs. It's phenomenal. What is this competition essentially all about?
Well, it's an opportunity for all aspiring bakers to showcase their skill in our search in finding the #1 recipe in our Lancewood Cake-Off. So if you want to have the title of the South Africa's #1 cake, then all you need is Lancewood. We're South Africa's #1 cream cheese, cottage cheese, mascarpone, to name a few, and you need to include that in your recipe. So over and above the New York City trip, we'll be giving away to the top 3 finalists a KitchenAid mixer, and that is every baker's dream. Hey, Lizelle?
That's amazing. I saw when you said, we're looking for the #1 cake in South Africa, Lizelle went like, yeah, she knows she's owning it. Let's quickly talk about the criteria for people wanting to enter. What do we need to know?
All you need to do is upload your recipe, like Lizelle's got here, together with a photo of your cake to lancewoodcakeoff.co.za. The most important thing, though, is to include a photo of your cake together with the Lancewood product to make sure that that entry is valid. And then we'll be choosing the top cake in Expresso live right here on the show.
That's going to be amazing. All right, Lizelle, so you're obviously the 2016 winner. Congratulations.
Yes,
You've been carrying that title now for the past 2 years, which is amazing. This is your winning cake.
This is my
All right,
winning
tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, so I decided to make something different. It's called a cheesecake tart.
Okay.
I used Lancewood full cream, and then I had a double yogurt that you don't normally put in a cream cheese. Oreo's crust and almonds in the crust. and a berry coulis in the inside.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
And,
all right.
yeah, the judges loved it, and that's why.
Well, clearly, I mean, you won that all expenses paid trip to
Yes.
New York. What was
It
that
was
like? I mean,
amazing.
how did that change your life?
It changed me totally. I realized that you can open doors for yourself. And I met so many foodies. I got new ideas. We traveled to all the amazing food places.
Delicious.
And it was spot on. The best trip I've ever been on.
You are
So-
still beaming.
I am.
By the way, if you want to get your hands on the recipe to Lizelle's cake, the keyword is cake to 33728. That's cake to 33728. We'll send you everything you need to know. You can also log on to our website, expressoshow.com. Thank you very much, ladies. This is going to be very
Thank
exciting. I
you.
can't wait to see how this competition unfolds.
too.
But like Shireen said, if you want to get your hands on the details on how to enter, that's lancewoodcakeoff.co.za, or you can log on to our website as well, expressoshow.com. So if you really think that your baking skills are on hashtag fleek, so to say, it sounds weird coming from me, okay? But then this is definitely a competition you should enter. All right, quickly show us this, before we go to Zell, just how
I'm
are
just
you going to
gonna
go
put
about
it,
decorating this?
At the competition, I had a few berries on top that I just dusted with gold.
I think that's your magic trick.
That was my magic. Yeah,
dusting.
You see, because you eat
You
with
have
your
to
eyes
put bling. Yeah,
at
you
first.
have to. You have to.
The decorative.
Remember to make your cake look delicious.
Yeah, but I love the fact that you're
and
using this kind of
different.
edible gold
Yeah.
dust as well as the fresh berries on there.
Beautiful.
There it is.
And that's it, eh?
That's it.
Wow. Well, congratulations
Thank
once again,
you.
Shireen. This is going to be fun.
It is
That
indeed.
competition, it ends on the 20th of May. So you still have a little bit of time to enter. May is just starting. It's around the corner.
Yeah.
So
Just
make
do
sure
it.
you enter. Just do it.
Just do
I
it.
like that. lancewoodcakeoff.co.za is where you can find all the details. Start baking and start entering. Let the creative juices flow.
Well, I can tell you that we are getting a lot of interesting calls this morning on our live CHOC Telethon. We've just had Sylvia from Ferndale Florists, who's challenged all florists out there across the country to donate 100 Rand or more. So florists, put your money where your flowers are. It is on. We've also got Baron Hufke here with us from KFM. Good to have you here, sir.
Good morning, Katlego. It's great to be here.
Oh man, you get the voice of radio.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely there. Did you guys hear that, or was it just me? You know, it's got that resonance and
radio
roundness
voice,
about
yeah.
it. I wanted to ask you, if you could give a message of encouragement to the families and the youth out there that are affected by cancer, because that's who we are here to support today.
Exactly. And wow, man, thanks to CHOC. I mean, they're probably one of the only organizations in the country that do what they do. So first of all, thanks to these guys, and it's such an honor to be here and to be part of this. But some encouragement. I mean, cancer, it's no joke. And what I can say is let's keep the spirit of Ubuntu alive this morning. Pledge, donate, help these people, help these families and children. I mean, that's the heart of this country and they are the future. And I mean, even if they are going through some troubled times, I think what we can do is donate at least, whatever amount you can.
Yeah.
10 Rand, 5 Rand, whatever you can.
Yeah.
Every little cent helps. So, yeah, that's all that I can say.
And it's as simple as picking up the phone and dialing 0214309700. There we go. That's you. Yes. Thank you for the call.
Moneymaker this morning. She's
We're going to
just
take
been
that
on the
call,
phone.
take a break, and we'll be right back.
NutriKids, good for mom, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.
Well, our morning this Thursday is dedicated to the live CHOC Telethon, where we are helping the Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa to raise funds to acquire a new home in Pretoria to help those families and children affected by cancer. And right now, because of your donations and pledges, we are at 26,550 Rand. Thank you very much to everyone who's called so far. And right now, we're going to catch up with Clover NutriKids influencer Leanne Dlamini, who's been part of this campaign. Thank you so much for joining us on the line this morning. Good morning, Leanne.
Good morning, Kat. How are you?
I'm very, very well. All the better for hearing your voice and for knowing that you have been part of this campaign. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, as an influencer in this campaign, why did you decide to partner with CHOC and be somebody who puts their voice out there and their brand and image out there in support of what they do?
Kat, first of all, I think as a mom, this was my responsibility. It was something that I needed to do. I know what it's like when my kids have the flu and how horrible I feel as a parent, because you really just want your child to be okay. And I can't imagine what the children go through and what these parents have to go through. So I needed to make my contribution, and this is how I'm just playing my small little part in something as big as being a part of the CHOC Foundation.
Yeah, and is this something that you kind of have conversations with your young ones about, to tell them about the work that you're doing and why it is so important to contribute back to the community?
Absolutely. I mean, I speak to my girls all the time about giving back. And I mean, now that I'm a part of this with CHOC, letting the girls know that they can't take their health for granted, because so many other children are fighting cancer and going through battles bigger than what we're facing. And just for them to know that they really need to give back, because it's not about us and us being in our own worlds. We need to play our part for others too.
And in so many ways are you giving back, not just in your community work, but also in women empowerment. Tell me more about what you're currently involved in and how people can help you further your efforts.
Wow, absolutely. So with my movement that I run, End Girl Hate, we are all about advancing sisterhood, women and girls. And so I run a variety of workshops, sessions that I do just to really grow women in general, whatever field that they're in. And so we contribute to many, many organizations as well. Women and children's homes, abandoned children's homes, women who are underage and pregnant, girls who are underage and pregnant. There's so many things that we can contribute to, even just something as small as putting together care packages. And so that's what we do as well with the Gems and Jewels Foundation, helping girls in the Northern Cape and here in the Gauteng region, just to make sure that every month they have their little care package and they can take care of themselves on a personal hygiene level. So we really just try and help out wherever we can and partner with organizations that are aligned to what we do. Anything women and children based, I am there.
Yeah, and we love that you are such a passionate South African who is so involved in our communities. But now back to what we're talking about today, which is the telethon. Of course, Clover NutriKids and CHOC have been working super hard to make this dream come true. When it finally comes to fruition, how do you think this CHOC home will make a difference in the lives of the children and the families?
Wow, just the contribution that CHOC plays, making sure that these children are comfortable, obviously, that they have a place to go, and that their families also have a place to go and where they can find emotional support while their children are going through the treatments. We really need to play our part and just make life a little easier through this very difficult journey that they're on.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for being a part of our journey in our telethon this morning and being part of this great campaign as well, Leanne. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Love to the
Thank
family
you,
and to everyone.
Yes, much
back
love
at home.
to you guys and everyone in studio. Love you guys.
Thank you very much. Leanne Dlamini there on the line, just giving us her bit about why this is so important for her to be involved and to give back to the community with our CHOC telethon. Of course, we are trying to raise funds and make it possible for CHOC to acquire a brand new Clover NutriKids home in Pretoria. So give us a call on 021 430 9700 and make your pledge and make a difference.
NutriKids, good for mom, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.
Oh, so many inspirational stories on your Feel Good Breakfast show. But if I had to tell you, you are what you do, let that sink in, because that was the thinking behind a recent Fantastic Careers Expo that wants a generation of young South Africans with different abilities to work hard and, of course, to also be recognized for their excellence in work and ideas.
Lives and destinies will turn on this Disability Summit held in Joburg. Grade 9 to 12 learners with disabilities were brought together by the SABC Foundation with assistance from Creative Media. Their goal was for young South Africans with challenges to find a path to their dream career.
The aim of this event is to put matriculants and other high school children in touch with potential employers and people that can offer them jobs or bursaries or learnerships. And because there are so many people with disabilities that leave school and really go no place.
I think the importance of young people to also venture into the space of entrepreneurship is that they do not depend too much on the employment mindset. We want to do away with that kind of mindset to say a young person has got the right to be his or her own boss by establishing his or her own business. That is why we are here, and to also give them the kind of funds that we have in office for them.
There are many careers that are well within the reach of people with so-called disabilities, and we like to focus on ability. And we're all different, and everybody has got something in him or her that can be of value to employers and to organizations.
The SABC Foundation decided to partner with the Hope Mandeville organization to bring the Disability Summit to the SABC, because we want to make sure that we provide equal opportunities to all people, persons with disabilities and persons without.
It starts with entrepreneurship. So with entrepreneurship, there's employment. Without entrepreneurship, there's no employment. Most of the youth here today are from high school. So I hope they learn a lot about deciding what career path they want to take, and they succeed in it.
There's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs here. These are people with different abilities that have created their own companies and their own organizations. And that's very important for kids coming out of school as well. They mustn't just look for jobs, they must try and do things for themselves as well.
We should encourage entrepreneurship to our youth, because it's another way of life, and we are not all meant to be doctors and nurses and teachers, but other people can be business people and make money.
Even if you are from a poor family, you can be a better person of tomorrow, because the country, it needs people who are educated, and our youth are the future leaders of tomorrow. So education is very key to us. For any career path that one has to take, you must be educated.
The expo has been helpful enough because it showed us different careers and different job opportunities worldwide. In the future, I hope to be a pilot.
In the future, I want to become a chartered accountant because of I love numbers, and I love analyzing, and I love commenting about things.
In future, I want to be an auditor.
I believe that the youth should actually educate themselves with how we can actually create opportunities out.
welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Just a quick moment to apologise for some technical errors. We have some gremlins in the system, but we are sorting them out. We're chasing them away.
Let's talk about an amazing partnership for just a second.
Yes.
Having embarked on a historic campaign with FC Barcelona and former South African defender Jimmy Tau, South Africa's #1 appliance brand Defy aims to uplift and improve the lives of 3 local learners as they identify and develop the future football stars of South Africa through the program Future Legends Initiative.
Yeah, it's a very, very exciting program indeed. Now, Defy and Jimmy Tau will be hosting coaching clinics at 3 provincial schools to assess the skills of aspiring soccer youths and also motivate the learners to strive to make their sporting dreams come true. Now, one future legend will be then selected from each province and will be placed in a 1-year incubation program to further develop their skills.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Now, once the learners are involved in the program, the rising stars will be flown off to Spain to watch FC Barcelona play a Champions League match live. And of course, for more information on this exciting sporting and community development program, please visit www.defy.co.za.
Exactly. Now, last week we ran a very exciting prize giveaway of a limited edition FC Barcelona branded Defy bar fridge to the value of 5,000 rand. So right now, we want to take a moment and say congrats to Zanine Johnson. You are our lucky winner and your fridge will be winging its way to you soon. Well done.
Exactly. Well, you too can win this FC Barcelona branded Defy bar fridge to the value of 5,000 rand using the emojis. You can tell us what you would put in your FC Barcelona Defy fridge, and you can let us know on Expresso's Facebook page and like the Defy Facebook page while you're at it as well. And of course, terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. So good luck.
Well, I can tell you that the phones are ringing off the hook. At one point, everyone had a phone in their hand, talking to you, of course, pledging your funds for the CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa. We're trying to raise money to make that house possible for them in Pretoria. And, of course, you can be part of it by giving us a call on 021-430-9700. I was about to chat to this young lady next to me right now.
I was going to chat to you, but I'm busy.
She's busy. She's She's such a firefighter, like one of the most contagious and infectious personalities and laughs in the world. This is my Kanya laugh. She does that.
Hold on. We are literally live and Kat is listening.
I know. Okay, look
There's
it.
money to be made.
Okay, you make that money. Let me quickly give you an update at home while I wait for it. Right now, 32,250 rand is where we are right now as a result of all of your donation. And also remember, all those florists out there, you were challenged by Sylvia to donate 100 rand or more. Give us a call on 021-430-9700. Kanya.
Kat.
Okay, wait, Baron, you can take that call because I want to chat to Kanya first. It's your phone ringing. Okay, you don't need a microphone. How have you been though?
Jeez, I'm recovering.
I'm gonna come over here.
Monday's episode was really hard on me. I was contemplating whether I should watch it or not. I watched a bit. I was too emo. I had all the messages from social media, so it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
I'm still sad though. I'm very, very happy, but I'm still proud.
And you are, and you still are energetic and vibrant, and so much so that you are here supporting this wonderful initiative.
Definitely.
Is it important in your line of work and in just who you are as a person to support initiatives like this?
Absolutely. I feel like if you're a face, if you're a personality, if you have any sort of influence, why not do something else? Why not do something great for someone else?
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
anything, really.
And at the end of the day, if you could give a message of encouragement to those families and the children that are affected by cancer, what would you say to them?
I feel like nothing I could say could ever make it better, but if anything, pray.
Yeah.
Pray, and just be a great support system. Every little thing you can do is always appreciated, I feel.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you being here. In a couple of moments, we're gonna take you back.
You're gonna make me cry again.
No, I don't want to make you cry, but I just want to get real with it and talk about your experience on Tropical Island of Treasure.
Yeah, all the drama.
All the drama. Your favorite person, Bunday, is waiting.
We are besties. Just by the way, everyone, we love each other. Okay.
Well, we'll see about that. right? Ewan, over to you.
Thanks, my man. Well, you know what? This morning we are really joined by some absolutely wonderful people manning the phones and drumming up the donations for our live CHOC telethon to help raise funds to secure the next Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. Now, for children battling cancer and their families, CHOC SA provides a home that are more than just a place to stay. It's a support system to help with things large and small, and also a community where families can be together, share a laugh, be comforted, and also comfort others. Now, Graham had the privilege of visiting 2 CHOC homes this week, where he got to meet and experience firsthand the amazing people and the work that this foundation provides.
Every day here in South Africa, very brave children are fighting an intense personal battle against cancer. We want to show them that we've got their back, and that's why we want you guys at home to support our live CHOC telethon. All of the funds raised will go towards securing the next Clover NutriKids CHOC home, a place where families, where children can get a fighting chance, along with the CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa, who have been keeping more than hope alive for over 4 decades now.
We always say in CHOC, a family is diagnosed because the whole family is affected by the diagnosis. So once a child is diagnosed, it places a lot of strain emotionally, financially upon a family and also on their relationships. So having the relief of being placed at a CHOC house brings a lot of relief to the family, and it helps them to keep focused on the outcome of the diagnosis instead of on the stresses related to the diagnosis.
Being able to go behind the scenes to see the amazing work that CHOC does was a bit of an eye-opener. I've known that the organisation does some incredible work, but I cannot believe how far they go to create this loving, safe space for these families, especially these incredibly brave children. It feels like a home the second you walk in here, and the fact that you've got so many different families all coming through here and experiencing the same level of connection and same level of love, that is amazing.
The CHOC homes are important because we provide accommodation for the families who stays 50 kilometers away from the hospital or from the treatment centers, who can't travel up and down. We provide them with food, toiletries and transport fund, and we just give them love.
So when my daughter came here in Cape Town, she was not mobile at all, she lost her mobility. And then when we were discharged from the hospital, we moved to the house, to CHOC house, and this is where she gained her mobility again. Because she could see the house, and the first thing she said to me, "Mommy, we don't see the long hospital halls anymore. It's a house, it's a house." She was so excited. So she started walking, and she started mixing with the other children, and she was not cooped up in the room. So it helped her a lot. There's been a huge, massive difference.
It breaks a person's heart because there's a lot of people don't know that kids have cancer. People expect that they will be very ill, but they are so lively. And that just to see them and give them a hug and give them that love, I don't have words to describe it. They are the most important people in my life.
What really hits home for me is how unbelievably brave these kids are. They don't let it rock them, they don't let it shake their confidence. They're there supporting each other through this, seeing the vibe, the relationship that the kids have with each other. That was probably the most gratifying part of this process.
It is nice to be here, and it is better than the hospital, and I can play.
In developed countries, the survival rate is between 70 and 80%, and unfortunately in South Africa it's only at 55%, and therefore CHOC raises a lot of awareness on the early warning signs in order to increase the survival rate in South Africa. We utilize the early warning signs of childhood cancer, which was developed by the South African Children's Cancer Study Group, and we utilize that to educate members of the public, health workers, medical professionals, traditional leaders on the early warning signs of childhood cancer.
After this inspiring and wonderful day, something is very evident to me, that this is a battle being fought on a number of levels. There is the very deep and I suppose most challenging personal level that these children and these families living with cancer, through cancer, surviving cancer have to go through every day. They're spreading awareness around early detection so we can save more lives, and where you and I step in, raising funds so that we can build more of these Clover NutriKid CHOC houses where they can continue to do this amazing work for these incredible families.
Thank you so much, Graham. And now we could see firsthand the incredible work that the CHOC Foundation does. Just a quick update of the amount raised so far. There we have it, 34,350 Rand. Make some noise, man. That is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very, very much. The morning is not over yet. Our phone lines are still open. So if you want to help children with cancer and their families, support them. Call us 021 430 9700 and pledge and help us raise funds to secure the Clover NutriKids CHOC home in Pretoria. That number one more time, 021 430 9700. Call us. We are waiting for you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. 19 films later, thousands of hours spent, of course, getting to know these amazing characters. And it's time for Avengers Infinity War. JP Sebastian's here. You've seen it, my friend. What?
If you have the
like?
Kios and you want to catch up, it's 31 hours, I think, to watch all of them.
31 hours. Shoot.
But yeah.
That's a lot of hours.
Yes, ma'am. Obviously, this is a major one that we've been waiting for since, somehow I think people still have money after Black Panther.
After watching it for the 5th time.
Yeah.
That's me.
I think I saw it 4 times as well. Don't feel guilty. I took on another student loan. And I'm trapped.
Good.
Avengers Infinity War. I think there are 3 things that you got to know. And unfortunately, I can't show you a clip from it. It's so secretive. It's so under wraps. It's like...
Well, I can understand. People have been trying to get something from this movie for the longest time.
JP's just going to give you this dumb face and be like, haha, fantastic. Nothing I can say. It's a movie. So 3 things maybe. Thanos, of course. Big purple guy who looks like a gonad that got caught in an industrial accident. He is not just an angry dude who has a classic sort of I'm an evil guy who's looking for dominion over the universe type thing. He has designs, he has plans.
Yeah.
And I think that we've seen from enough of the marketing material and whatnot that he's about restoring balance to the universe. This specifically means mass genocide of life forms, which he believes will be good for, it's this stupid classic argument that overpopulation is the cause of our problems, which is not, by the way.
Yeah.
And so then aside from that, you've got these Infinity Stones that he's got to acquire for his magical glove. Which I thought, it's just going to make the dude punch real hard. But no. Obviously, stones each have their own kind of thing. Sorry, I'm not
No, it's all good.
I didn't get steeped into the comic books the way a lot of people have. So these 6 stones he's got to get. 2 of them, I believe, are on planet Earth. I know for a fact. 1, I'm not going to tell you exactly where that is. In fact, that might be Earth itself.
Yeah.
But each of them give him different powers.
Okay.
The purple one that we saw, for example, in Guardians of the Galaxy that we know was with the Nova Core back in the day, is the Power Stone. It just is able to unleash tremendous power.
Yeah.
The Time Stone we know is in the Eye of not Dormammu. Got it.
All the Avengers fans are hating you right now.
The Eye of Agamotto, yes. The little pendant thingy, the necklace, the fancy necklace that Doctor Strange has around his neck. So you got that one on him that you know is on Earth and whatnot.
And then there's that other guy that speaks with a British accent that's got it here.
Vision, yes. Who's got the little dingus on his forehead, which may or may not be a stone. Let's not kid ourselves. We know it's a stone. So once he gets all 6 of those, with the snap of his fingers, his will be done.
Oh, wow.
Which is, the idea of mass genocide.
So they have to make sure that he does not get these Infinity
Third other
stones.
aspect then as well is that, like I said, you've got the Guardians of the Galaxy who are going to be coming into play. You've got Black Panther who just enjoyed, our wallets recently. And you've got Thor who's going to be coming back with Hulk.
Wonderful.
And all split up. All have to try and find their way to collectively.
Well, I know that there are some twists in here. I did try and pick JP's brain this morning, but he refuses to give me anything. So hopefully he'll give me this. How many popcorns do you give Avengers Infinity War?
I'll give you this, though. Let me tell you this. It's very cute that everyone's talking, who dies? Which one of them? It's like you're thinking in singular terms.
Oh, wow.
One of them dies?
Wow.
That's cute. Any prediction you have, any theory about how you think it's going to play out, how it's going to end, you're wrong. All of you. Which is interesting. It's very cool.
Okay,
popcorns then, since you love that word so much. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 popcorns. I will take it. That sounds amazing. And of course, any preconceived notions you have about this movie, throw them out the window and just go there with a fresh thought process. Thank you so much, JP.
Colourful spandex.
You've been awesome. Fist pump.
Boom.
We're going to take a quick ad break. We'll be back after this. Was it so? Am I that strong?
You don't realize
Thanos. Ha.
Well, happy Thursday and welcome back to the show. Now, as you know, we are fast approaching the big grand finale of Tropica Island of Treasure. And we had to sadly say goodbye to another team this past Monday. The Cinderella story of Team White came to an end when they had to go head-to-head with Team Red. And this morning, so we're joined by the legends, the slayers, the conquerors that sent every single team packing. Team White's Kanyam Kangisa and Mpande Buthelezi. And great to have you guys here with smiles finally.
Yes. I mean, it was sad.
It
was a Cinderella story, but we're happy to be here.
I want to get out of the starting blocks with the question that everyone is asking themselves right now. Are you guys actually friends? Like, are you cool with each other? Because, yes, are you or not?
Guys, we call each other all the time. Definitely. He celebrated his birthday the other day. I was supposed to be there. We are like, not besties, but we're good.
It's a start. Look at that. That's something that we never saw for the first couple of weeks on the show. But obviously, it is a challenge. It is not just of physicality, but of personal clashes too, which you guys made work when it counted. Unfortunately, save for this past Monday's elimination, which was a very, very difficult one. But how confident were you guys going into this elimination, knowing that you had wasted all other competition ahead of you?
Well, you can't really say you're confident and ready for an elimination, you know what I mean? So what I can say is that we just went in with wholeheartedly and we gave it our best, and it's unfortunate that we can't always win at every challenge.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what happens. It's the nature of the game. As long as at the end of the day, you know you've given your best. We're taking a look at the elimination challenge itself, but one of the most dramatic shots I've ever seen in TV history is Mpande struggling through the sand with that harness pulling you back and you just screaming to egg him on. What was that moment like? And, you know, for you on the one end, watching helplessly, and I'll get to you, Mpande, in a second.
I mean, throughout the season, I feel like that was our relationship. Mpande definitely is the type of personality that needs to be encouraged, and, you know, and we saw it throughout the season. So for me, this was the one. I was just like, get us out of elimination for the first time in the entire season. And I had to push and encourage him, and I did that. And unfortunately, for the first time, I guess it wasn't ours.
Dude, take me through that, because the weather had turned for the worse. There was wind, there was rain, it was cold, and here you are in the sand, struggling to get that second bottle across the line to the table. What was going through your mind there? I'm sure legs were burning, arms were burning, the entire body is just taking a beating.
Well, what went through my mind then was absolute shock, because my body was not about to continue this challenge. The rope was just, it felt like, I don't know, like, it just wasn't meant to be, you know what I'm saying? So I tried my best to get it there, but my body started collapsing and failing me, and the rope was just eating my neck.
And so also, what a lot of people don't realize is that we've been on the island for weeks, and it's, what, 3 challenges a day, so it definitely takes its toll. I feel like maybe had that challenge happened in the first 2 weeks, I feel like you could have done a way better job, but everything was just taking its toll.
Well, we loved having you on the show. It was absolutely fantastic. One word to summarize your experience on the island?
Roller coaster ride.
And what about you, Mpande?
Amazing.
Amazing, man. Well, thank you very, very much. We'll continue following each of your journeys on social media. We know where to find you. And, of course, don't miss next week, Monday's grand finale that sees Team Yellow taking on Team Red in the race for a smooth 1 million rand. And you can continue to still win with Tropica when you buy any Tropica and follow the instructions on the pack. There's loot.co.za vouchers, American Tourister luggage, there's airtime, and, of course, that grand prize of a Kia Picanto. If you're looking for terms and conditions, you can find them on tropica.co.za.
Wow, it's been an amazing CHOC Telethon. Everybody, I want to give yourselves a big hand of applause. You've done amazing. Absolutely incredible. Do we know how much we currently stand at right now?
I think we're standing at 43,900 rand.
43,900 rand?
That is amazing.
Amazing. That's all you. Wow.
Thank you very much. Remember, you can still call after 9 o'clock when we wrap up. Our celebrities are still going to be hanging around for a while, so please do call us 021-430-9700 and make a difference in these children's lives.
Absolutely.
What's on your lips, man?
Oh, it's edible glitter.
Oh,
edible.
I had a moment in the kitchen and I was like, okay, let's see what it looks like.
So you like just walk around licking it every now and then?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just going to kiss a lucky individual.
Guys, we also wanted to say a big thank you to the team of SAFM that was hanging out with us this morning. Great to have you guys. Thank you for you making a difference as well and spreading the word.
Yeah. Exactly. Listen, we had a challenge here. Is it from Miss C. Haufleisch, who says she's challenging all of the pensioners out there to donate 10 Rand. She's donated 10 Rand. 10 Rand or more, eh?
Yes. Cool, man.
Okay, thank you very, very much. And yeah, please continue ringing these telephones off the hook, 0214309700. Thank you very much to all of you guys for being part of this today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Yeah. Really, really amazing. And we truly hope that we can make that dream come true for the Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa and helping them reach that goal of getting that brand new CHOC home in Pretoria.
Nice. Exactly. Well, thank you so much, South Africa. Thank you for your contribution. Keep calling. And of course, we get to do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. We're so happy that we get to share our mornings with you. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow bright and early from 6
It's a Friday, people.
Bye. Cheers. Nice one, guys. Well done.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.